Hey guys, welcome back. Let's talk a little bit about Gypsy Rose. And it seems like we can officially say it. She's officially a social media influencer. Let's talk about it.
Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment Blue Commentary Comment Burgundy Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary.
Welcome back to Burgundy Blue Commentary. I hope all is well with you and yours. I wanted to check in with you regarding Gypsy Rose. So she's definitely out and about. She's out definitely living her life, but people are kind of skeptical on what's going on. So let's talk about it. So Gypsy Rose, we've seen her around town still filming. So we can confirm not only was it the prison's confessions, not only was it the Amazon book, not only was it documentary plus and interviews on top of interviews, now we're going to have the life of Ryan and Gypsy Rose. Who's ready for that?
Hey everybody, it's Gypsy.
And Ryan.
And we're super excited to share our life with you guys.
Yeah, thank you for all the support, for watching the previous documentary, only on Lifetime, of course. And, we've been living our life. Gypsy's been doing great. We got a puppy, good stuff. But there's more to come, only on Lifetime.
History about Gypsy Rose. She was convicted of second-degree murder for unaliving her mother, Dee Blanchard, and sentenced to 10 years in prison. She did a little over 7, and she actually got less time because she was a victim of Munchausen syndrome by proxy, and her mother just really did a number on her, for lack of a better word. She made sure that Gypsy stayed sick, looked sick, things of that nature, so that she could get donations and sympathy from the public. So her mother was sick as well. Gypsy felt like she didn't have any way to escape, so she brought her boyfriend Nick Godejohn at the time. And it's so funny, you guys. If you go to her Wikipedia, you know how you could change stuff? Like someone went in there and just erased Nick Godejohn from any of the tag things related to Gypsy Rose. It's crazy. So Nick Godejohn, he has been sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. And a lot of people feel like that's not right because he committed the act, but Gypsy and him had a plan together to help her escape her mother's house, and that plan was to unalive Dee. So you guys, Gypsy is out. I think she has about 2 years on parole, and she's all on social media, which I think is kind of weird because really they did the plan over Facebook and that free Christian site. That's how they communicated. So I always think it's weird that she's back on social media. I'll be like, I'll never want to see social media again, but I digress. So she's back on social media. She's in the public eye. She's going out to events, and she's saying that she's living her life. And a lot of people have mixed feelings about it because the majority of people are happy for Gypsy Rose, but she'll jump right out and says, I'm going to be an advocate for Munchausen by proxy, and she wants to educate people and help other people going through this, when in reality it's probably a lot of children going through that right now, and probably looking towards Gypsy Rose to post something, but that does not have to be her responsibility. Unfortunately, yes, people could be going through that and being a victim of that and maybe want to hear Gypsy's story on how they should deal with that, but in reality she doesn't have to have that responsibility to do that. But she telling us that that's what she wants to do. Nobody asked her. It was like nobody at all. Gypsy like, okay, I'm gonna get out and be an advocate for this, but then she's on TikTok doing TikToks. So my theory is this is a business. Gypsy Rose is relevant right now, and she's going to have to make money and make a living out of this. Now, are you ready to see the life behind the scenes of Ryan and Gypsy? I don't know if I am, because if you're a Gypsy Rose supporter, she could do anything to mess up her parole, or things could be videoed to put her in a bad light. It's a business. I told you before, this story is never going to end, and I don't think, in my opinion, that Ryan and her will last. It's going to definitely be some I should have thought about it. I got married too soon. I didn't need to get married right away. But that's going to be after the sponsored Gypsy Rose wedding. Believe that. And if you're not a fan of Gypsy Rose and you feel like she should have done more time or she was in cahoots with something like that, let me tell you, you get used to it, because Gypsy Rose is going to be around here to stay, honey, because she want to make sure we see her every day, all day. So, you guys, I would love to know your thoughts. This is crazy. Side note, I think the thing is, okay, no one's really crying for Dee Dee. Like, I hate to say it like that, but nobody's like coming up like, oh my goodness, Dee Dee was such a good person. We already know that, not even family. But I think a lot of people probably are torn on the fact that Nick got so much time and he still was pining for Gypsy, and now that she's out, he's writing letters to the New York Post as Mr. Smiley and acting up again. So we just feel like it's going to be a bad situation. Also, I think a lot of people want Gypsy to sit back, relax, because remember, when we think about it, Gypsy didn't have any real type of mothering. She didn't have any real family support. She didn't have any real friendships with anyone. You know, she was just trapped in there meeting people on social media as she could, right? Always around her mother. Her mother didn't give her a second away, right? And now she's out. She has Ryan on her 24/7, clinging to her. And on top of that, she has the power of, and I'm doing air quotes, her celebrity building her up. You know what I mean? So she still doesn't have that structure, foundation. She's still just like when her mother had her on stage and had a camera in her face for like the Make-A-Wish kid or things like that. She stayed in the public eye before the trial, during the trial, after the trial, and now. Okay, so you guys, Gypsy Rose took us on a shopping trip, right? Now, this is where people feel like the manipulation comes in, okay? She goes on this shopping trip. She does a unhaul, what you call it? A shopping haul, I guess. And then after the shopping haul, Gypsy Rose posts a picture with her with the hole, I'm trying to be sensitive about it, where she had her feeding tube. Like that lady was sick. That, not Gypsy Rose, her mom was sick. So she had a feeding tube. And it's like she posted that picture to garner sympathy. I see a lot of that pattern. Like, she'll post one thing and be like, oh, hey, I just want to do this. Because this, I think she probably was inside watching the Get Ready With Me's and all of that stuff. And she couldn't wait to do her own. And now she's doing it. And then when she get the backlash, because, baby, she's not going to turn them comments off. You know why? Engagement. Gypsy Rose is making bank on social media, y'all. Think she not? Please tell me if you think Gypsy Rose isn't making money on social media. Look, I'm telling you, she is. So, she's not gonna turn off them comments. So the bad comments making money, the good comments making money. So then as soon as she does say, oh, I post something, and she gets the comments, she'll post something to kind of garner sympathy, and people see that as manipulation. Now, it's up to you to decide, do she deserve sympathy from the public? You know, especially what she went through. But let me tell you this, like I always say this, hey, we know more of Gypsy Rose's past than we do what she will be in the future. It's crazy. I think Gypsy Rose should just sit this one out, quietly make her money through the networks as she is, and not put too much dip on her chip, for lack of a better word. Y'all, let me know your thoughts on Gypsy Rose being the biggest social media influencer since JoJo Siwa. And I'll be back with another video. As always, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.